Hello, and greetings, fellow adventurers. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you have been watching me before, then welcome back. If you are a first-time viewer, and you don't know who I am Coco Covers, or CL, and I am your bard for this evening. I am also the lead developer and owner of Cats and Little Pet Studios, where I make visual novels. We are currently working on Moonflower, which is released with the DLC coming for the end for an after ending. The In-Between and Heart Agency. All of my games have free demos available on itch.io and Steam, with the In-Between getting a huge revamp very soon. Today though, I am playing more in my Disco Elysium series. Last time I played, we finally got the body down from the tree, and I then couldn't find a fridge. So we are living with the consequences of those actions, and I'm fairly certain that fridging that body was going to be very important. But here we are, and I'm pretty sure it's going to affect the story, but we'll see, because I think that's going to be interesting. So, that is too warm. I am having a bit of a sensory morning in that everything feels unpleasant and I want new skin. So that's always fun. Okay, so let's get stuck into this game. What is this? What am I supposed to do with this? Put a Kim here. I don't know what that is. Hey, Rec. I did just achieve something super exciting on Twitch, and that is I unlocked one of the streamer goals, which was the community goal, and I am now like one step away from affiliate, and I think I'm just so excited about that. I didn't think that would be possible for me at all. So huge thank you to everyone who has joined me in my streaming journey so far. Let's see. Is the mirror accessible again?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
That was weird. Why was it up there? On Twitch, we should have the companion running again. So there should be some things to the side that do something. And I'm not sure what exactly the two side buttons do, but why has that goofy thing changed? Oh, that's unpleasant. Something has changed with my little bars up there, and I don't like it. I suppose that'll do. For some reason it seems like the button has more width to it, and I don't know why. Anyways, that's a bit of a distraction. What do we have here? Encyclopedia Formidable 13. Dig deep into your mind to locate the source of the expression. Interfacing challenging 12. Use your chain cutters to fix the faucet. Stop steam from fogging up the mirror. Why would chain cutters fix the faucet? Let's see. These are white checks that would what? See.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
I'll let the mirror be for now. How do chain cutters help fix
A mirror hangs
steam?
on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Let's see if the chain cutters fix anything.
The chain cutters slip out of your hands as you attempt to twist the faucet into place. Well, you know one thing for sure. You've probably never been a plumber.
No plumber. Yeah, well, chain cutters are an odd choice to begin with. Okay.
The fan stands still.
Can the fan still kill us?
The switch must be broken because nothing happens. The air in the room is starting to feel like vaporized urine.
Ew. Pull on the light bulb. That seems like a bad idea.
The lights are on.
Okay. Is that all that I have in here? Yeah, okay. That's finally open.
Morning.
He gives you a quick nod.
I've got some good news. I took care of the body. The thought of him decomposing in my MC wouldn't let me sleep.
Good, thanks. Don't know if I was ready to let him go.
Well, he's in processing now. We have other matters to attend to.
He kind of wishes you'd acknowledge this contribution, but you've missed your opportunity now.
Oh, sad.
The Union muscle finally turned up, and they look rowdy. We need to talk to them.
Why do we need to talk to them? Do you mean rowdy? Are these the men Gart told us about yesterday?
Let's roll. Autobots, roll out.
Oh, the second I went live, I got an email about a new trailer for my... for the in-between. And I can't watch it until after stream and it's gonna drive me insane. Oh my god. I'm so excited to see this trailer though. It's gonna be so good to have an updated one. I haven't had I got the first trailer in like 2021 before my Kickstarter, and I'm so excited to update that. It'll go alongside our extended demo. What do you mean by rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the Union. These men here. Men who drink beer for breakfast? There's talk of an armed wing of the Union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them.
Why do I need to talk to them?
Everything points to the Dock Workers Union. The belt used for hanging him. The circumstances in Martinez. My preliminary information. Which may, of course, all be wrong. But we still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy.
I feel like Hardy Boys is such a classic name for rowdy workers. Oh look, she's not next to the thing anymore. I think, oh. Oh, okay. Sorry, my face started burning. I needed to sneeze, but then it didn't happen, so now it's burning more. Ah! Hey, Damus, if that's how you actually pronounce it. I'm sorry if I say your screen name out loud and I do not say it right. I am notorious at not being able to pronounce things. I'm trying. Are these the men Gart told us about yesterday?
I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said. One loose thread less to worry about, and one big problem to replace it.
There's so many of them. Maybe we should call in reinforcements?
That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Debarders Union. In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. So let's keep a cool head, okay?
Cool head, right.
He's not exaggerating about that mortal danger. just calmly factoring it in. Your fists clench and your pulse rises uncomfortably.
Let's roll.
One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Oh, can we? He glances at the booth again.
Good. A power move. Purposefully concentrate on something else first. Yeah, streetwise. Zoom right past. Do it on your own terms.
Zoom right past.
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
This is what I studied law for. Ooh, that's how my mum likes tomatoes. What should we do? Someone wants to do karaoke in there. Let's come back to them. Oh, this one's got a timer on it now. Man, how the hell am I gonna find 20 bucks? Buy tonight. Need more bottles, bro.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then a woman picks up the receiver.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games.
Plainance, let me in. Plainance, it's me. Please open the door. I'm trying to get in. This is the police. Please open the door. Sorry, I'm just trying random doorbells. I didn't have anything important. I have been told that I needed to check out this building. I didn't go through all the things when I first came here because that spooked me.
Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were...
There's a spot of static that overrides her words.
But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. So I can't help you. Please don't call here again. Thanks.
Oh.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
The bookstore connected to this place. That's interesting.
You ring the doorbell, but no one answers. Just seeing the words Andro Orlando gets your hackles up. Its very existence is a threat to your masculinity, to say nothing of your hair.
That seems like a reference I don't understand.
All you hear is static, but no one answers the call. You ring the doorbell, but nothing happens. You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence. No one answers the call. Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore. You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver, but isn't saying anything.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric.
This is a woman's voice, crackling and fragile through the... Yeah, they're interesting sound SFX. It always spooks me at first.
Have you come to place an order?
This is very. I feel like going in there activates it's like step one of a horror movie. That voiceover is trippy. Hold on. Electrics? I thought I was calling Slipstream SCA. This is the police. I need you to let me in because I've heard there's a. Oh! There's the fridge! They've heard there's a fridge in the cellar. Yes, I've come to place an order. Sorry, I don't actually have any business here. Yeah, I need that fridge.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
Sorry?
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
It's a
What?
woman, and she knows you. Your heart beats faster. No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Who are you? Where are you?
Michelle, just please.
She stops and you can hear her breathe heavily. Her breath distorted by ancient static. This feels like someone's last, words caught on.
Sounds like a ghost. Wind blows through your clothes and you feel detached from your surroundings. Inside the building, a cold memory hangs.
Yeah, this feels like the last words of a person before she was murdered. Trapped on an intercom.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Oh, that's such a cool effect. Michelle? My name's not Michelle. I'm Harry. Hold on. Tell me what's going on. What did I do?
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget.
Forget about what?
She sounds like she's about to cry. The cold is deep under your skin, as if you were talking to someone who's 100 years away. Somewhere inside the building, water is flooding the cellar floor.
Hello?
She doesn't answer.
Are you still there?
Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
I get it. You don't want to talk to me. No one ever wants to talk to me.
Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
It must have been some kind of faulty wiring. We should maybe stop playing with this doorbell. It looks ancient.
Alright. It's a goodbye then.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read. Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident. Silence. No one answers the doorbell. Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you. Silence. No one answers your call. This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
How can there be anything new inside that building? Ooh, let's go to check on it.
No, hold on. The last thing you need in your life is more hysteric emotions. Forget it. Find something else to do.
It's so annoying. You see a sturdy woman humming to herself. She seems to be browsing the books. Wait, aren't they erotic ones out here? A good one?
Yes? Hello?
Hello? She nods. Her attention fully focused on reading. Don't interrupt someone when they're reading, man.
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much.
This was a tremendously useful interlude.
Hey, don't sass me, Kim. I want to see if I can get back here.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered
man,
in
so I can't
dozens,
get in?
if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms.
Pain
It
threshold?
appears
What?
to be locked.
Dang it. So if the fridge is in there, then I still can't get in anyway. Damn it. Oh, Kuno is still there. Man. What was in here? I had to get a key from someone.
So, how'd you like our harbor? It's
nice
but a
enough.
rest area on the path leading across open plains.
He notes solemnly, then turns to you, a wide smile adorning his face.
Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Ah, it is this guy. Hey, you're the man in boots at the gate. Kuno said you might know. You know about the armor.
The little boy had the good on his promise. To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
Such a goddamn little troublemaker. The probe into the armor. What did you learn? So Kuno used us to what? Scare you?
It's a minor nuisance. It's all good.
Contemplates taking a swig from his flask.
He thinks, not yet. Better to get this business out of the way. Sweeter then.
No, we're you
I
learn?
learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk union man about some armor.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
Sort of
I did
technical
some
stuff.
research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
4 pieces of armor up for grabs then. But I already sent the boots away.
I guess you won't be collecting them all then. That's less work for you at least.
Hang on, hold up. 4 pieces? Helmet, cuirass, gauntlets, boots. What about the leggings?
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
I'm gonna find 1 piece
Nice
of
and
what is
balanced.
enough.
Some junior officers can take care of the rest.
Smart choice. It's only that one spot you need armored too. The one the bullet hits. Good luck if you go for those boots though. You'd have an easier time wresting the spurs off a boyadero than getting them off him.
Thanks.
No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
He is sincerely grateful he is not tracking down pieces of armor right now.
Everett said you have a key to a door.
A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
He runs his fingers through his mustache. He said it belonged to a weasel.
Oh, say no more. I got you.
He taps the side of his nose with a little wink.
I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
I saw an opportunity and I took it. I'm a hustle grinder. I heard something about a weasel and it didn't sound like a local polar weasel. If you know what I mean. I'm not opening this door for myself. I'm opening it for all working men. I'm not really doing this for political reasons. Oh. You're doing this because you have to. Why are we doing this? Oh, to get information in the gun. That's for all the working men. Let's see what happens here.
I knew this man was a commie. And it's a good thing you're doing too.
Oh.
Thanks. What you're looking
What?
for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter.
His gaze wanders off into the distance.
None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess.
Anything else I should know about this task? This weasel person? When he'll be home?
I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
The man takes a big sip from his flask.
Who he is and what they're fighting for? This is interesting.
Hi. Good boy. Ooh, an autosave. Oh. I don't want to go back and talk to Kuno. Stop sending me to Kuno. Now I really want to get in there. I don't want to get in that goddamn door behind the... Let me in. Let me into the shady door with the talismans all over it. I just want to get in there. How do we get in there? Was down here that I needed?
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head. The royal lion, Guillaume's kitten. This knocker will last a lifetime and then some. The leather upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. You don't hear any movement. In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp.
Hi. Let's use a
You
key.
try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head. Only curiosity could account for stepping over that threshold. Maybe there's treasure in there. A white alligator. A fountain of quicksilver. As you hold the open door, you can feel the air moving. A little draft. A whistle.
Okay, we've done that. Wish she'd let me... I want to vault over that. What's that? Ooh, that was a long... Can I just speak to her again? Can I... Anything new she
You're
could tell
back.
me?
Good. What can I help you with?
I have talked to her.
You
about-
have? And how did you like Mr. Clare?
Finally, time to choose sides.
I didn't. He's a beautiful man, beautiful and just. Everett is a hero of the workers' movement. He's the champion I've sworn fealty to. He's a bloated rainbow socialist. I can do business with him. For a socialist, he's reasonable. Hey there. Yes, I have. It is like almost 11 in the morning, and I woke up like 10 minutes before I needed to stream. It's not important if I liked him. I was doing my job. This feels like an important choice. Let's see. Alright, if you are on Twitch, you can vote for one of the options directly, or if you're on YouTube, feel free to put in chat which option you would personally go for. I've been playing this fairly neutral. Seems like something that's going to annoy the game, being super neutral. Well, I've definitely not sworn fealty to him. He's stupid. That is very stupid. He's clearly a mobster. Clearly. It's not super important if I liked him. I was doing my job.
Of course, Detective. Excuse me for implying otherwise.
The RCM does not pick sides in this. I hope it doesn't come off any other way.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt verm myself. However, if you felt like discussing something, how could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
Tell her
Nice.
she'll like you for it.
Yes, your disgusting necktie agrees completely. Let's gossip.
I forgot about the tie. It's been a while since the tie sassed her. She's got such a funny voice. He's helping us. He's helping me find my gun.
Oh. That's so helpful of him.
More like he's holding my gun hostage.
The lieutenant looks at you, and you can swear his jaw muscle is trembling.
Unconventional police officers sometimes lose their guns. They then go around and tell people about this, to gauge their reactions. It's all part of detecting.
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun?
These options sound like Wait, can you do it without him there? Wait, is it possible to leave Kim behind, or? Huh. Interesting. These options though are like a little kid reporting to a teacher. Mr. Everett said that it's almost ready to be found soon. No.
Well, maybe he's not as helpful as you thought then. Is there anything else?
No.
Of course, Detective. Should something come up later down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat. Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
No. What was that? Why was that lit up? Need to talk to Kuno. Oh damn Kuno.
does Kuno care?
I've talked to this guy about the armor.
So?
Oh. Going back to the company rep to talk about the gun while Kim isn't there. Interesting. So having him with you and it also changes things. Very interesting. He raises his eyebrows, projecting aggressive indifference. You told me you promised to sick the pigs on him. He said to thank you. He wasn't too keen on chasing down that armor anyway. He said you're now the king of the entire Gemrock. He said to thank you.
Fuck, okay. Kuno's a giver like that, yes?
He looks slightly confused.
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like jello!
Look, pig. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on.
Good idea.
Whatever,
What
kid.
is this? Trying to be cool with your new asshole? Kuno was just being nice to you. You got fucked bad. Now limp the fuck out of here. After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face.
Yeah, real interesting.
Will this work?
What's going on?
No.
Is an ungovernable youth on your crime scene, throwing around incendiary language, trying to push your buttons.
Hey, Kuno. Think you can turn the Kuno down for a moment? Let's talk like normal
Trying
people.
to fuck at the Kuno. Trying to fuck at me. Trying to fuck. Kuno only gets higher. It's faster, faster, faster. Can't take the Kuno. Stay out of the reactor.
Kuno gonna fuck you up! Up, up, up!
She's so
Normal
annoying.
is not what we got here. You've got to work with what you have for now.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
That kid is so annoying. Birth control right there.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Points in volition. Oh, I see. Getting myself stuck. The special borscht. Oh, right. Cook. No. Ah, it's that one. It points into volition. Hold yourself together. Keep your morale up. Psych base. Alright, I guess I need to. What do I need for the other one? I need pain threshold. And I need volition to get through those Door checks. Why are doors always the most difficult thing in games?
Let me handle this.
The woman says to the crowd in the mess hall before turning to you.
You seem a little different today. Less hospitable.
You are far from home, Lieutenant. This isn't a district known for its love of self-proclaimed militiamen.
You're not a gardener. Enough. Let's talk seriously. I mean no trouble. I'm here to do my job, that's all. You're right, Lieutenant. She did seem friendlier sitting on that corner.
Not a muscle moves in her face, but her eyes trace yours, stern and perceptive.
You are looking for Titus Hardy, who you think has information on a murder the RCM is investigating. You want to interview him.
She points to the man standing in the middle of the room.
That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest, if we have to.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her. Could this be the Miss Beaufort that Easy Leo mentioned? The one Mr. Everard sent to law school?
She did say. The models of the people look totally different to what shows up here. She did say there was like a thing about law school above the... Are you Lizzie? Elizabeth? Miss Beaufort?
I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries and focusing on why you are actually here. Titus Hardy.
She points to the man by the table.
Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moved behind her eyes. In the way she stands. In her face. You caught her off guard. Push her some more.
Easy Leo told me about you. He likes you a lot.
You are not here to chat up the legal counsel. You are here to question these men.
You set the pace and the topic of these conversations here. Establish that.
He said Mr. Everard sent you to law school. He said you were in debt to Mr. Clare. He said you're the union fixer. You fix things. He said you're Mr. Everard's death machine. Said Mr. Everard sent you to law school?
I represent the union and these men here. Don't make this personal.
She points to the crew around the table.
A very minor victory.
She talked to Titus then. Why is there a cup on the ground? It's a bowl. Ew! Photo of men in overalls toting guns and union placards. See the hawthorn bushes outside. Indeed.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
The bush you're making in there?
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his, and then seems to wait for you to speak.
Sorry, I don't understand
Just
you.
one word. Sounds quizzical. Then he awaits your answer with his brow arched.
Oh no. Yes or no? Difficult. Well, whatevs.
Horse need more vodka?
He looks at the soup, then at you. More vodka? He picks up the bottle from the shelf.
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the Union.
Vodka borscht! I love it, Bratan! Turn it the fuck up and then ask for some yourself!
Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg.
I'll leave the cooking to you. I have business.
The cook gives you a long, inspecting look, then shrugs too, and seems to wait for you to speak.
Bye. Oh. I found this vodka in it. It doesn't update. Strange. Oh yeah, when do we need to find out who made that call? I feel like I'm fulfilling some of these tasks and they're just not updating. And I've asked people about the tattoos. Who else? Oh, the badge. No. Also no. I need money. I need money. What's she got to say?
Just a moment.
The old woman turns back to the cafeteria manager.
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
The cafeteria manager appears genuinely apologetic.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
You seem busy. I'll come back later. Bye. Didn't mean to eavesdrop on your conversation. Tell me how I might make it up to you. Good day. Is everything alright?
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The Union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
What's wrong with the phone line?
The manager was vague about it.
She frowns.
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later. Ask God, maybe.
Why did you need to use the phone
To
anyway?
let the young woman who's house-sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
She looks down.
You hear that? Someone's missing. There could be foul play afoot.
I love missing person cases.
That's right. Now skip the foreplay. Time to dive into the dark alleys. Start shaking down the usual suspects. You know, legwork. Doing some good will alleviate the hangover. At least you're of use to someone.
This sounds more like a side thing. I need to take care of my main thing and then I'll get back to this. No. Side quests before main quest. Always. Okay, I'll bite. Has your husband been missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
A cold breeze hisses through dense thickets of reeds. Something sweet in it, somnolent. A damp chill goes down your spine. When you look around, you're still in the whirling in rags.
But you have more important things to worry about.
What's this expedition your husband was on?
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect. But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the waterlock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them?
The waterlock, that was broken. Could this be it?
Who is this Gary person? Do you trust him?
Sweetie, it's nothing like that. Gary's as loyal as they come. I trust him with my husband's life any day.
The waterlock on the other side of the coast is broken. They're probably just stuck over there.
Oh my. What happened to the waterlock?
Probably just some technical problem. I really don't
Well,
know.
whatever the cause, I'm thankful. To both of you. You've spared me another sleepless night.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the waterlock's been repaired, and it's cold out there.
If I see him, I'll let him know you're here. When or if I get there.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
That's all. Now, you have a phone problem.
Can I help you?
Oh, what? I can't talk to him about it? Why can't I talk to him about the phone? Well, that's lame. I had to bully God about his phone.
This is where you say your bed.
Okay. Oh. A broad-shouldered man points at you with a beer can. Well, this can't be anything good.
He's used to giving orders and having them obeyed immediately. You should not indulge him.
Detective.
The lieutenant acknowledges you with a sharp note. He's leaving it to you.
Precinct
oh,
57's finest scans the room, leaving the speaking to you. He trusts you. Maybe against his better judgment, but he does.
Don't say anything yet. First, we need to talk about your attitude. We need to talk about the hangman out back. Let's not say anything to him yet.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something? The boss man's talking to you.
Cross your
What,
arms.
is he fucking kidding? This guy high or something?
The little guy looks at his mates in disbelief.
Hey, asshole, up here. We're talking to you.
We're looking for Titus Hardy.
We need to talk. Oh, Kim took over. Ah, I was trying to match his energy. Need to talk about the hangman out back.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that won't.
You sure took your time, huh? Waited for him to get real ripe and pretty for you.
He looks to Titus for approval.
Oh, he was a real pretty boy. hanging up there, letting out that pretty boy smell.
I can't for the life of me understand why you did it. I mean, I would have just left him up there. You must really like cleaning up other people's shit.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
These guys are so macho, they're ready to confess to first-degree murder. Ask if it was them.
Scan the
No. I's here. You got business with my boys. You got business with me.
The boys are too eager to please him to keep their mouths shut. You're gonna get a good head count here. Just wait.
Yeah! You fuck with the Hardy boys, you fuck with Titus Hardy!
Shouts the scrawny, rat-faced man. 2 teeth missing in the front.
Relax, Dennis. No one is fucking you yet.
Says the 40-something man in the corner. With a plectrum hanging from his neck.
Yeah, Dennis, calm down. No one's fucking you, you stupid fuck.
Blonde man in his 30s agrees.
Let Dennis enjoy his fucking, man. We don't mind.
You notice gang tattoos. The man must be either Mesk or Sarah Mirazin.
Yeah, you're not even being fucked, Dennis.
That guy in the middle lets out a little chuckle.
Easy, fellas. We got company. Let's see what brings the cop around.
Too late. You already scanned the room. You got a pretty good picture.
Picture
of
what?
the actors here. You could take another look at the tracks in the mud on the crime scene. Compare it to these guys.
The hangman in the backyard. Did you do it? I talked to Joyce. The merc you hanged. His friends are coming for you. Did you do
The
it?
pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck? I have spoken to the dead man. In a bizarre occult vision. You're involved somehow. I just don't have proof. Yet. Why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck?
Container belt? Like we use in the harbor?
Yes, why?
Because we took it from the harbor where we work. Then we went out back and used it to hang him.
I don't like the way that hang is
As he
emphasized there.
speaks, his fists contract, going through the pulling motion again, savoring it.
We did this. Together. All of us. Until he was dead. That's why there's a container belt around his neck.
I know, I still don't think that it was the hanging that... I mean, he could have been knocked out, but, like... It doesn't seem like it. And he was wearing armor. How do you knock someone out in armor? And I guess it's possible, but, like... I feel like the hanging came after the death. But I couldn't get to the fridge. So you just confessed to murder?
Goddamn right.
No. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened so that you don't waste any more of your time.
They're playing to their considerable strength in numbers. Don't talk about arresting them. You'll only bring attention to your inability to do so.
You murdered him just like that? No remorse? Who called the shots that night? When did this hanging incident occur? Why did you kill him? How did you kill him? just like that?
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
He says it as if it's worse than dying. Yes, but those were all bad people. Criminals, the scum of the earth. Look, I'm just doing my job, that's all. What we do is different. We enforce the law. You just kill people like it's nothing. Honestly, I drink so much I can't really remember anyone I've sent behind bars. We enforce the law.
But you see, a lawman, is something people agree upon. And here in Martinez, we agreed that this man had to die.
Why, though? Who called the shots that night?
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardy Boy without arresting all Hardy Boys. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
Shadow of a smirk passes her lips, and she tilts her head.
Titus, keep addressing him. He wants everyone to know he's in charge.
I don't have to. One of them was more complicit than others. No, but seriously, who calls the shots around here?
Who do you fucking think does?
You do. You give the commands. Thought she did. The biggest animal dominates the herd. I'm guessing it's the big one. Gangs are usually run by the oldest, most venerable member. Everett Clare runs the union. Everett. You answer to him, right? The problem with a lot of choices like this, and it's a problem with my own game as well, is that you can't really tell what the tone of something is. Like, I want all of these to be like super sarcastic. He's getting this wrong on purpose. Obviously this guy's the one in charge of these boys, but he sounds more amused than angry. I want to make him mad. I don't know if it's gonna be like, you know, dumb detective, or if it actually is gonna be like purposely getting this wrong. Let's just see what happens.
The sweaty man turns red and looks first down, then around him, apologetically.
It's not the fat ass. Titus runs the Hardy Boys, genius. That's why we're called the Hardy Boys. Ain't that right, fellas?
I think you got your answer, Mr. Law.
Yes, there are some administrative differences. But on that night, they all acted as one man.
Okay. So that was exactly what I wanted to happen then. When did this hanging incident occur?
You don't have to keep answering his questions.
The fixer turns to remind Titus.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
How long had you known him?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
By the Pines Cow, you mean Joyce Messier, a representative for White Pines? The same company you are striking against?
No. I mean the Pines Cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what?
He rubs his chin, pretending to mull it over.
This is where he tries to sow discord between you two, because he knows the company is responsible for bringing the mercenaries into town.
Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
Why did you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
So he was mercenary, that's it?
And he stepped out of line.
He repeats, jaw clamped shut like a vice.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Cohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
This one has a special gripe with him coming here.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
How do you know he was in Special Forces?
Because one night, he walked straight up to the mic and said, I'm Oranese goddamn Special Forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all!
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some Oranese paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did, right there. Like some kind of animal.
But what did he actually do wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
Wiped spittle from his mouth.
There's slight unease in him, suddenly. He regrets mentioning the rape.
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. That was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls, grab one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
No, not mid-karaoke, that's audacious. Hey, thanks for the follow. Yeah, it's interesting. I still have absolutely no idea what I'm doing or where the story is actually going. Getting blocked a lot by low skill checks, but it's fun so far. I think it's very cool. Just the amount of dialogue and choices and just how things play out that'll kind of almost be very difficult to replicate on another playthrough. It's such a clever game and the writing is very, very funny. So I'm enjoying it so far. I have no idea how long it... Your second favorite? What's your first favorite? I have no idea how long this game will go for though. Like, I am going completely blind into this.
He grabbed someone?
Ooh, Hollow Knight. That's been on my list to play for quite a while. Oh, nice. Yeah, Hollow Knight looks really good. The Lieutenant is trying to make sense of this flood of information. I feel like we knew that though.
Yeah. This girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl. Young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming, "Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt?" Then, He gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle, doesn't even fall down.
Was this the same girl who was assaulted?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
Then you're giving two bits of different information then, lads. Who did he assault then? This is a very serious allegation.
No. You're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter. And I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
Despite the stonewalling, you can slip one more question in.
Do I push that? I'm not sure if I should push that or not.
What about him?
How did you
We
kill him?
hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, Copper?
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
You're pretty sure you've had at least 2 years of cop school and many more of active service. Certainly enough to not put up with this backsass. Deliver a knockdown observation.
Now you, listen to me, Sonny Jim. The autopsy shows the victim's hands weren't tied. No signs of a struggle. Explain this and make it real simple.
Look, I'm not gonna play 20 questions with you, Capo. I'll say it again. We killed him.
Yeah, I knocked him out. Came up behind him and clubbed him in the back of the head. He went down like a sack of sand.
That's right, lawman. And then we hanged the fuck.
I wonder if we can get this. Things aren't quite right, are they?
Titus is solid as a rock.
Yes.
And so are a few others. But
He's solid.
who looks like he might be Titus's right-hand man, the least antsy of the bunch. Definitely not his first time being questioned by the police. This little rat-faced fellow is solid, too. Always fidgety, yes, but no change there. Him neither. Mostly keeps to his tomato juice, or whatever he's got there.
Who's cracking? He's sweating profusely and has difficulty breathing. They've very smartly kept him out of the conversation thus far. Oh, he's the one that I targeted earlier too. Definitely the weakest in the chain.
A single sentence would wear him out. He can't take the length of the questioning. Keep it going long enough, and he'll crack.
Mr. Tats, why did you knock the victim out? What did you use to knock the victim out? Where did all this take place? Hey you, turn to the big guy. You having trouble breathing over there? Something you're not telling me.
No.
He looks up, startled. His forehead shiny from sweat. A few coiled locks are peeking out from under his warm woolen hat.
Of course he's having trouble breathing. Just look at how fucking fat he is.
The man next to the big guy bursts out laughing.
Fuck off, Shanky. Angus is a powerful guy. All muscle.
Keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later, he's going to break like a piece of twig.
What did you use to knock the victim
My
out?
fucking elbow, Copper. Samaran boxing style.
And where did all this take place?
Right fucking here. Eugene already told you that the fuck had started coming to our bar.
Yeah, man. Weren't you listening?
You're trying to divert and confuse, but everything that every single one of these people are saying contradicts each other. He said he hit him with a bottle and nothing happened. Now they're like, oh yeah, we locked him out. Something you're not
and
telling
fuck
me.
you too, Copper. Picking on Angus like this. We're done with this schoolyard shit. And just so you know, he doesn't have trouble breathing.
His all-muscle comment wasn't sarcastic. He's genuinely trying to look out for Angus. This one is a stone wall. You won't get more out of them about the night of the murder. Not yet.
Alright. I have other questions about the lynching.
Like what, Copper?
So what are you going to do now?
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus.
The lieutenant closes his notebook.
I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder. Even if it is a group responsibility. We're going to look into this.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Rent-a-cop? So that's what this is about. He doesn't see you as his equals. Forget about their games. You've mapped out the characters. Reading the footprints in the yard should be easier now.
Oh. Weak when you first met. Dang it. The merc you hanged. His friends are coming for you. I wonder what this will do.
Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Crenell.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
There's snickering in the room. Some of the men put their beers down.
Nervous snickering. There's a rush of adrenaline present.
Yes. They're forming some kind of tribunal. And they're coming for you. Forget I mentioned it. Well, it's probably nothing. Is Kim gonna be disappointed in me again if I tell them about this tribunal? Or will it scare them enough to... make them do something else? Let's try.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
Let them come. The Hardy Boys are right fucking here.
Blondie yells from across the cafeteria.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us. And Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy.
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
He punches Blondie on the shoulder.
The mood is on the rise. They're feeling confident, ready to punch out the whole merc platoon.
This Crenell is bad news. You know that, right?
So are the local gangs. The fucking Barmy Army and the Madre scum. You've been out there. Seen any around?
Yeah. Where are they now, huh? Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate.
These people are trained military professionals. Special forces, as you said. They're not a gang or Barmy army.
No, they're not. they're uncoordinated and drunk. We know more about them than you think.
Considering armed with automatic weapons. We don't actually know that though. It's just information from Joyce. Okay.
What do you mean, okay?
I mean, okay, they're gonna wipe the floor with... They're gonna wipe you the fuck out, Titus. I mean, okay, you got this, you got the numbers. I mean, okay, I'll be on your side when they come. I mean, okay, you got one more gun on your side. Once I find mine, I lost it. I mean, okay, guess I'll be gunning you down right alongside them. I don't mean any of that. I don't like any of these options. What do you think, viewers? How should we respond to this? Okay. I don't think they might have strung the guy up, but I don't think they killed him. I just had an idea, and I wanna... Maybe Harry had something to do with it. Drunk bender that he doesn't remember. His gun's gone. His badge is gone. His clothing seems questionable. Maybe Harry had something to do with it. I really don't like any of these options. This will bolster them, I guess, but fine,
Goddamn
whatever.
right we do. We done it before. Ain't that right, fellas?
Fuck yeah, we have. Battle-hardened urban soldiers, man. We got the guns and the reserves.
Yeah, we got reserves. We can call in reinforcements.
He nods nervously.
This guy will be the first one to bail.
Okay.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time? Obviously, I'm a lawyer, a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union. I would urge you to consider what you say to my clients.
What if I want to talk to you, not Titus?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
I saw what you were thinking. You want to say, what are you going to do to me? Don't. Just because it's in your head doesn't mean you have to say it.
That is a very good life lesson in
You
general.
will not lose out on anything good by not saying it.
Why are you so aggressive?
Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
So you were spying on us. And now you represent murder suspects, just dock workers.
Listen, you Morrolinton lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
Fuck yeah.
The tall, broad-shouldered man takes a sip of his beer.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
The world needs a financial buffer zone. No need to get emotional. The privatization is not unlawful, it's cool and funny. Maybe you're just not historic individuals. I don't know where you heard that, but it's wrong. The RCM is principled and strong, unlike you socialists. I liked that. Good start. Let's take it a step further. Armed uprising. What are the union's plans? Yeah, let's do that. Let's ask those questions.
Look, a comedian. Do your job, ask your questions, then get out of Martinez.
Hey. Psst.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
How come there's word on the street?
You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
I don't think I've said anything like that. Excuse you. Alright, that sounds like me. I haven't said anything like that. Oh, right, that sounds like me. I haven't said anything like that. I've said some mildly left-wing things, but none of those. Is communism considered left-wing? Socialism, yeah, but... slashed out. Said some.
Oh yes, the mass of ambivalence. Don't deny it. You're about to rip it off and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that would devour and masticate mankind.
Jesus.
Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
Wait, first, what's this communism even about?
Failure. It's about failure.
Failure?
Yes, abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb-stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You alone, against every living thing, against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother.
What?
You against the atom, the charm and the spin, where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist. Now get to work, comrade.
Roll up your sleeves and start building communism. It's too tiring. I don't have it in me. I'm broken and I'm beat down and broken. Am I being called out for being too neutral? Have I made the game unhappy? Do we opt in or opt out? Guide me. What should we do? YouTube, do you have any opinions? It's too tiring. Don't have it in me. I'm beat down and broken.
Very well. I guess no one will build communism then. Tell the working man it's over, unless anyone has objections. Did someone mention cocaine? Are we doing cocaine? No.
We are not.
I'm sure I heard someone say cocainism. Anyone? Anyone else? There's no one? There's one.
What should I do? No, shut up. I want to lie down and let the water carry me downstream. Okay. That's a bit... What should I do?
You should build communism. Precisely because it's impossible.
Oh, okay. So we don't really have a choice. It's float downstream or build communism. Oh dear. Alright, fine. Roll up your sleeves and start building communism. I guess we're communists now.
Oh yeah. Get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready.
Wait, what? Firing squads? You didn't say anything about those. Roll up your sleeves and breathe in the pristine air. What?
Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelette without breaking a few million eggs.
Finished thought. My god. Some crazy idea. Until he woke up. Spiritual corpse responsive only to the Commodore Red. Oh my goodness. Hey, finally. Oh, my nose has been burning for so long and I finally sneezed. Oh. Prove your authority. Company rep. Tie them to other crimes. We need to find out what this assault was about too. Because I feel like it's that girl that they thought was the informant. What do we need? We need to put information. Can we get into the building now? How much volition do we need to get into the building?
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta. No.
No!
Hold on. The last thing you need in your life is more hysteric emotions.
Oh.
Forget it. Find something else to do.
Let me in! That is so annoying. Can I still ask her about fridge, maybe?
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
Yes?
I'm gonna open that.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair.
Oh. Spare our life.
Yes, yes, my best men are tracking it down. Some kids saw some other kids running away with it. Some folks said a paranoid schizophrenic might have it. Leads are being checked, Harry. What's that, Harry? You're getting a little pale. Is it the words paranoid schizophrenic and lost gun in one sentence? Don't worry, it's just a lead. It'll probably turn out to be nothing.
Open the door.
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment, did you?
There is no way to sway this man in any direction. He is unsuggestible and unswayable. Just tell the truth.
The deal wasn't for me to go inside, so I didn't.
You're right, Harry. You only had to unlock the door, which you did. So we're all good here. Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good.
Heard about a connection between the lynching and the strike. I'd like to hear what you know about it.
By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps.
I'm listening.
Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire? I'm talking beasts, hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramaritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry. Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
I think I've heard enough. Go on. Hold on. You have a village elephant?
No, Harry, the elephant is metaphorical and so is the village, but the mercs and their brutality are very real.
Go on.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container.
They move the container?
Yes. I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it. But enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types. One of them got downright suicidal, getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out and trees.
By negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Harry, what you need to realize is...
He
we
will not
dock workers are
talk
not
to Kim.
pushovers. We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
Whole neighborhood?
Potentially, Harry, potentially. We got arm wrestling champions, rowing club people, ex-coal miners, tough guys, all ready to spring into action for their home base.
Rowing club seems like an odd flex, but they are strong. Who exactly did the pushing?
There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood, making sure everything runs smoothly.
That sounds like mobsters.
They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
So these idealists killed our victim?
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land." He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
If he's just boasting, then it sure doesn't feel like that to you. He's not worried.
How do you know the mercenaries were hired by the shipping company?
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry. These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company, after a little rebranding. And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes.
The name of the company is Crinell this time. It might have been Sediment before.
Of course. You're always one step ahead of me, Harry. I'm no genius. I'm in this position because people like me.
I feel like we revealed too much information, but it gives me the option, so let's see what absolute trash fire of an ending we get. The remaining mercenaries are organizing a tribunal to take on the Hardys.
Tribunal? That sounds serious, Harry. We Union men should be shitting ourselves. I wish you hadn't told me that. I'm gonna lose sleep over this. Let's change the subject.
He's clearly happy about the tribunal.
You don't seem to
Oh,
worry
Harry,
about it.
what do I really think about the tribunal? You're trying to climb to second base with old Everard before you've even courted him properly.
He wants you to do more things for him before.
You mentioned a lawyer
Oh,
girl?
Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal.
Tell me about Titus Hardy and his crew.
Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them. Exemplary union members, always working to advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Core members. Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative.
Interesting. Who's second in command?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Martinez and Revachol in mind.
That sounds likely.
Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets.
I met these Hardys. Can you ask them to cooperate with me?
But of course! It's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it right after we've concluded this talk.
You can now go and tell Titus about this. See what he has to say.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real.
Oh, why? Why?
I'm not giving you anything. I'm just holding out 5 real.
Needless to say, this is another move. Don't take it.
Should we take it? I don't need it. I only wanted you to help me with the Hardy Boys. Should we take it? Do we take his money? He's gonna want something. He'll have another task for us as soon as we take his money. I'm pretty sure you're the mob boss. No, I don't need it. I only wanted you to help me with the Hardy Boys.
Oh, I wasn't offering it to you, just holding it out there. But I'm willing to share information. Was there anything else?
Good talk.
Was it a good talk? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yet.
Yet?
Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to, but I just can't.
A man of the left, so you have to be a social democrat. He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
I'm not a man of the left. I'm a patriot of Revachol. You're right not to trust me. I take care of me. I'm a hustler. I grind. I'm a money engineer. You are a broke-ass bitch, sir. What's that meant to mean? I'm more left than you are. It's another corrupt scheme, isn't it? I'm neither left nor right. I do what my heart tells me to do. Yeah, call him corrupt. Let's see. You are definitely not a money engineer. Do what my heart tells me to do. I just like the weird passion behind that. The game's gonna get so angry at me again. Oh, the corrupt scheme.
What does your heart tell you about your lost gun, Harry? Does it tell you to forget about it? Or do you think it wants to be found? I think it's lonely and cold. I think it wants to be found, and I have a proposal for you.
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
Kim, what do you think?
Depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
But, he thinks, it's your call.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, well, I'm gonna hand you the keys to Martinez, and maybe even help you figure out who's behind this killing.
It's you. It's absolutely you. What are the signatures for?
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martinez. It will be righteous. We're gonna get those teenagers off drugs. And on roller skates.
Ooh, I like roller skates.
There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry.
Where is this place exactly?
On the coast, Harry, across the canal. There's a cul-de-sac there, a little village they're calling it. A gloomy place. You'll find it. I trust your detective skills, Harry.
Cul-de-sac.
Water drips from the eaves. A woman looks at her freshly tarred skiff. There's a pair of cavalry boots under the fish in the box, and the wind howls like a vicious spirit.
What will happen to the current occupants?
They are just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre, designed by the best architects from Stella Marie.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure that's what's gonna happen. Oh, fine. If I make it there, I can ask
You
them.
bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. Here,
He hands you an open white envelope.
You need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I hear there is some trouble with the waterlock, but they should fix it by Wednesday morning. Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then we can talk about your gun.
He has the gun.
See you soon, Debardeur. Just kidding, but not too much.
He absolutely has it, like... Am I really supposed to think he doesn't? Oh, there's stairs! I see. Those are stairs. Ooh, what's that? I got $5 from him.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope, a 12 to 40 month construction period, and the zoning plan in the addendum.
Kim, what do you think
I'm
of
no
this?
property lawyer, but it looks fine. I like the print size. They're not selling or leasing anything. It's not a perfect solution, but...
Look at the zoning
The
plan.
youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's 3 stories tall.
Try to find a loophole.
There is no loophole. The simple truth is, the current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next 12 to 40 months, their lives will be dominated by constant construction noise right next door.
I'm always surprised when something works.
Heck yeah! What are the ramifications of this?
Once the construction starts, it'll probably take a few months, a year maybe, for even the most stubborn occupants to get tired of living like this. After that, they'll sell their property for cheap and move out.
Look, Kim. Points to the photocopy. These people are going to have to move away. Can we do something about it? The noise will be tough on the villagers, but I guess that's the cost of progress. It's kind of ironic, isn't it? Like, you know, down with the big businesses that are ruining people's lives, and then in the same envelope there's let's ruin these people's lives with this big building.
I should have seen it.
The lieutenant frowns as he reads over the document again.
Evrard probably has eyes on us, but we could try to get other people to sign this instead of those listed. Or you could forge their signatures yourself. By the time he finds out, we'll already be gone. However, we'll need access to the coast before we do anything. Evrard won't believe you got villager signatures if you can't even get to the village. You can try a forgery as soon as we can cross the waterlock.
Put the documents back in the envelope. We gonna do a forgery. Where you feel safe enough to sleep. Well, if we don't get more money, there won't be anywhere to sleep. This is such a roundabout way to have to go. It's very annoying.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud.
So this is where Rene works. I'm gonna look around.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man, Rene, is dressed in a Royal Carabinier uniform. The girl is young and very pretty. She is smiling playfully at the camera. Rene looks like he's about to smile. This photo must be tied to some good memories.
Why did you take that picture of Rene?
I'm making an artistic photo collage, Kim. I'm gonna ask him about it.
You're really interested in that old soldier. Not sure I understand your fascination, but sure, as long as it doesn't take up a whole lot of time.
Drink all this. Oh, can I not pick up? Oh, let me get that one too. Kim, get out of the way. Can I not pick up that coffee cup? Just the bottles? There has to be a way to get down there. I really want to jump.
I, saw you poking around in Lady Driver's lorry. She in trouble?
Wait, so you did know something about who's smuggling drugs around here? There's gonna be an investigation.
It's that bad. Man, what should I do? What should I do to help her?
No need for you to do anything. Don't worry. The police are looking into it. Last thing I need is more civilians involved. I really don't know. Please, sir.
Yeah, maybe I should just keep my head down and work on my rhymes while I can.
Just playing with those rhymes.
Oh, you know. Tommy Leham's gonna be a musician. Sprechgesang, but with beats. I've got a lot of free time on the road to hone my craft.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, you too.
A rusting control panel with loose... This panel usually closes. You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then, nothing happens. A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the water lock to get across the canal. Some other way. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Oh, let's just end the street. Oh. I forgot what that head did. I have all these things. That I need to do, but I don't really know how to do any of them.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
Leo said you were friends with Manana.
The mention of Manana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again. They're friends?
Some impressive pots
He
there.
smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn.
You know what's behind that
He
door?
looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door. The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his, and then seems to wait for you to speak.
No?
Boss need more vodka?
He picks up a bottle from the shelf.
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the Union.
Vodka burst! I love it, Bratan!
Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea. Honestly, the place is a powder keg.
No vodka. Cut it. Do we keep the Union drunk? Or do we undermine them by taking their grog away? Let's turn it up.
He smiles, nodding vigorously, then pours half a bottle of vodka into the pot. With a whistle, he stirs the brew.
I don't think I need anything else. Emasculine. Okay. Friggin' fine. Let's put another one into there. Let me get into that damn door. Should we finally get somewhere with that? Damage ledger. Is it payphone? Oh right, it's in the union office. Footprints in the dust. Oh god, this scroll is annoying. It just... This is so faulty. God damn it. Logic. How do I try the ledger?
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board. With the permeables yes, at last.
Oh.
You find a way to piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. HDB 41, date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene.
Heck
followed
yeah.
by the title. For example, HDB 41120117000, the next world mural.
Huh. Next, that's on the side of that building, isn't it?
Why, yes, your precinct number is 41. Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB are your initials. Harry Dubois, HDB. Still feels like there's something missing from that.
I think what you meant to say was RAC, Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. Fine then, I give up on Raphael.
That's comforting to hear. Now, detective, it takes half an hour to piece one of these together, if you still want to. Here are your options.
The next word mural, the unsolvable case, the square bullet hole murders, the couch in an unexpected location, murder at the hookah parlor. Interesting. Is that going to give us like a brain thing to study? I want to know what the couch is.
Some assholes brought their couch outside and hung out on it. In the middle of the street, on the roof, on the hillside by the motorway. You know, at an unexpected location. They were young, and they thought they looked cool on it.
They actually looked like assholes. They looked really cool, like models. They looked really cool, like a rock band. That sounds so goofy, though. They actually look like
Insufferable
assholes.
dicks. Young people are the worst. So anyway, you got a complaint about the damn sofa, or couch, or whatever it is. They were leaving it out in all these unexpected and whimsical locations. They took it to where they also took photos of themselves on it, and smoked cigarettes, and drank coffee because they felt it's intellectual. Cigarette butts, coffee cups, stupid couch. You had to clean it all up, and you did. So congratulations to you. Case solved.
Did I ever catch those guys?
No, you didn't have time for that. These notes show that you have what is called a real goddamn job. You don't have time to be chasing down the couch assholes. You have a real job to do. What next?
I wouldn't exactly say that. I mean, if he's a homicide detective, unless there's a dead guy on the couch, probably not his department. Next world mural.
This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito, nay, a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Couronne. The mural is enormous. 2 silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cut into their form reads, "True love is possible, only in the next world. For new people, it is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class."
On the middle class? What'd the middle class do?
People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case. The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the bell lectures have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution, but not the design. The ideologue of the next world mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown.
Wait. Do I ever find out who comes up with it?
The case files do not show you finding the author of the design. The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organized by you and the rest of Row 3. The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villalobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between 2 options.
Keep the mural. Why the fuck not?
A staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority, and that love truly is possible in the next world for new people. And it is too late for us.
Jeez. All that remains is to wreak havoc on the middle class. The middle class is not to be blamed. It is human nature. I like it. But can't we just wreak havoc on other nations instead? I must have voted, and possibly even lobbied, to remove the thing, because I don't believe in that rubbish one bit. Why the middle class? Isn't middle class the only realistic goal? Middle class is not to be blamed. It's human nature.
Did anyone ask you what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet ledger? What do you want to tackle next? Or are we done?
Yeah, I think I'll come back to some of these a little bit later.
Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still sags from the clipboard.
Let's see, open the hidden compartment. Can we do it? Oh. Alright, so that pretty much evens it out.
Is still not
No.
what happens. Fuck this compartment. You should throw it away.
Fuck this compartment indeed.
Strange. Why does it make you so angry?
More in interfacing. God damn it. No. Let's see. I really want to sing karaoke. We in the evening, more people at the bar then. Where do I find a karaoke to explore? Find a way into the hidden. I feel like I need to get into that building. I really don't know what to do with any of this. I guess I have to talk to him again.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Me and Everett talked. He promised he'd cooperate.
Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy, and now she's making me play with you. Is that it, lawman?
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You gonna go and tell on us?
Why don't you push me around and find out, Kim?
You gonna let him talk to me like that, Titus?
He turns his eyes, full of hurt, to the big man.
Let's see. Yeah, I guess I am, you big pussy. The old man sent word you'd be around again. That's the reason I'm being so forthcoming with you. Don't wear it out.
Let's see. I think this is the best odds we'll ever get for this.
Establish authority.
No!
Yes. Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
Stomp your feet. First you tell me who's been, and then you don't say who. That's bullshit. Stomp your feet. Little temper tantrum. I'm the only thing keeping this town from going to hell, and you're not helping. Point finger. Kim, I need your gun. That's it?
Did
That's
you
all I got?
already try the gun thing? I hear the gun thing is excellent and has great results. You're probably right. The others are only there for filler, to make the gun thing pop.
Oh my goodness. Stop. What should we do? Where should we go with this? We're gonna... I find the stomp your feet option very funny. The Kim, I need your gun is also quite funny. Kim, I need your gun. Let's see. None of these are good options. God damn it, why did that roll fail? Ah!
Why?
This is not what he thinks it is. This is a great idea. I'm afraid it's not what you think it is either.
What? Who? Me? What is it?
Yes. You. Stop talking out loud. You sound like you're unraveling.
If you calm down, this is only a demonstration. Turn to Kim. Kim, the gun please?
What in the name of fuck are you doing?
I don't want to give you my gun.
But I don't want to! You lost the last one you had.
The fuck is happening, Titus? What are they whispering about?
Easy, Shanks. I want to see where this is going.
Not scared. I know what I have to do. Trust me, Kim, I am merely flesh. There's no other way. I know what I'm doing. It's not my first day on the police job. I want to turn
There
back.
is no back.
Detective, we don't have to demonstrate anything. Let's just get back to the questions.
Oh! messed up. I messed up. Oh no. I am merely flesh. Doesn't quite catch the last word. A brief moment passes in silence, then...
The pressure in the room grows to a boiling point.
Be careful, it's loaded.
He unholsters and gives you the firearm. Feels oddly light and buzzing in your hand, like a funny toy.
Good. Now put it in your mouth.
But I want to point it at them! Put the barrel in your mouth. Behold the, demonstration. Give the gun back, that is getting too scary!
So, questions?
Yeah, I have one. What the fuck was that, you Nancy?
Nothing, just a minor misunderstanding. Let's return to questions, officer.
He is grateful to have that gun back on his belt right now.
Okay, so that doesn't mark against us, which is nice. And what the heck again?
Just get the dead guy's autograph, since you're his biggest fan.
Good one, Titus.
About fucking time.
Something extra there.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying... Do you know what you should do with that money, kiddo? A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine.
Idea what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Where I'm supposed to go to advance things. I'm not going to be able to sleep anywhere.
The already familiar cold touch of plastic welcomes you as you pick up the handset.
Dial a random number.
Your fingers run over the dial pad. 005. That's the dialing code for Revachol. 4952. And a moment of hesitation before entering the final numbers. 993. Calling. Calling. Still calling. Then...
Video Revachol, 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lemmy. How may I help you?
Video rental?
Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lemmy. No.
Do you know me? What is this place to me?
Sir, I don't know. It's a video rental. Maybe you rent videos here.
Why did I
Maybe
call
you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period?
My name is Harry Dubois. Do you have anything on my name?
Let me fire up the machine. Dubois. Dubois. Here we are. You haven't rented anything in 5 years. But you still have a copy of Blue Ocean Hell from November '46. Whoa, not a fun film, that one.
What What kind of film is that?
It's not an easy watch. After the death of his daughter and subsequent divorce, Ziemsk immigrant Egidius Wojcik tries to come to terms with the onset of dementia. No wonder no one's been missing it. Still, it would be great if you could return it to us. We're on the corner of Voyager and Main.
On the corner of Voyager and Main, a large neon sign hangs on the side of a building. Video Revachol, 24 hours. It's raining and there is almost no traffic on the street. A woman's footprints in the mud lead away from the front door. Tiny heels tiptoeing down the road. Beautiful steps, light-footed with a lifetime ahead of them. You look up and the air seems to grow darker. Suddenly you feel like you don't want to hear about video rentals anymore. You don't want to hear about any of it. It was all shit. It's over.
Kim, I feel sad about the rentals.
That's enough for you today. Let's conclude this call.
We're done. God, why won't they scroll? I don't even remember what that one was. Does it show it? Where is it? Footprints in the dust. Set of tracks. Up there? Tracks.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Counted the Hardy Boys. Hardy Boys said they hanged a man. The school said to do it. A prince. Near the video. Let's see.
8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud. Where else have we seen a gang of men in work boots? That's right. The Hardy Boys in the mess hall of whirling in rags.
That would have been hilarious if that failed at 92%. Go over them one by one.
Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 46. Just like Titus was wearing in his booth. This is the big dick, Titus Hardy, the one with the bald cap on his head. Is it? They didn't even bother to change boots. Putting them on the scene is easy, maybe even too easy.
Continue.
2. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. Either the blonde muscular guy, Glenn, or the young guy with a plectrum around his neck. 3. Hobnailed work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 43. The inked banger, perhaps. 4. Standard work boot, number 45 or 46. Theo, the old smoker. You think you even see a tiny fleck of cigarette ash inside the print.
What else?
5. Another standard work boot, reinforced toes, number 44. Same as before. Either the musician, Eugene, or the muscle-bound blonde, Glenn.
Oh, things are being added to it.
6. Light as air. Same make of boot, but number 41. Small like a rat, shanky.
Should have gotten this
Better
earlier.
late than never, detective. The whole world is dark and the tracks burn in it with strange beauty. 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. The imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. Fat Angus. Carrying something?
And the last
8.
one?
Another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole. The right sole is smoother, more worn. Curious. A missing 8th Hardy Boy.
7 sets of tracks, right? The Hardy Boys were here.
8, actually.
That's all? Interesting. Then one of them seems to be missing. Anything else out of the ordinary?
A leader like Titus doesn't let one of his guys out of sight easily, especially at a time like this.
One soul smoother than the other.
Interesting. Let's name it the Old Soul. I wouldn't be surprised if this was the missing Hardy Boy. Wonder who he is.
Oh, this one's easy. Way too easy. It's a driver.
Ah, because he'd wear down one side of the shoe than the other in the accelerator. I never would have thought of that, but that's clever. A driver would wear down his right shoe before his left. The accelerator is on the right. And remember the abandoned lorry cabin we found?
With a piece of sandpaper glued to the throttle.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses as his eyes light up in excitement. Oh, that's cute! Ken's excited!
Which means that the missing lady driver was also present at the lynching? That's it. She's the Old Soul.
She's also the one running the drug trade. Interesting. First the drug smuggling, now this. What's that about? Women. Always deceitful. Girl crimes. How deep does this rabbit
Now
hole
we
go?
know who's the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation?
Yes, I have. I have met him. He bribed us to. He offered us a check in the last stream. Got us to open a door for information on a gun that he then didn't give us, and now he wants me to go get some signatures. It is very annoying to get to his office. That's a good observation, though. Like, there's so much in this game about symbolism. It's definitely hard to contact. I think the entire union is involved. Maybe even all of Martinet. Those jerks? Definitely. Not necessarily. The lady driver could have kept the drug trade a secret. This would fit with what Joyce told us, but I don't want to make any assumptions. I mean, even Kuno has powder in his in his little shack over there. I think they're all involved.
We should start with Titus Hardy. See what he's got to say on the matter. This might throw them off. Work in our advantage. So, what else?
A light step, number 41 shoe.
I'm guessing that's the skinny Hardy boy. The one with his front teeth missing.
You mean the rat-faced one?
Yes, well, he did look a bit like a rat. You're right. Do you think those prints belong to him?
Yes.
I could still be wrong, but I'm probably not.
Heavy one. 200 kilo imprint.
200? This could be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up. Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built armored man. Maybe it was a fat Hardy boy, the one sitting in the middle.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
Was carrying
Possibly,
the victim.
yes.
I don't know. 200 Ks, like... I guess it depends. With armor and the size and bulk of the mercenary, I would always kind of expect that to be more. Yeah, I don't know, I just... How old do you think these tracks
A
are?
week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
Ooh, do we think it's our mystery driver who's the one who made the call? How do you know?
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
What do you think happened here?
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
So far, so good. Only one thing missing.
He looks at the tracks, face lighting up from the realization.
Of course, there were 8 tracks, but there are only 7 Hardy Boys.
Let him have his moment of joy.
There's one pair missing from the Union box. The 8th pair. I'm going to say it was our old soul.
So Odd Soul was present at the lynching, but isn't in the mess hall right now.
Yes. I doubt the Hardys are going to tell us much, but we should still confront them about the possible drug trade connection.
We've been through all of it. Well, yeah, I'm sure that's gonna go super well.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Pan 8 has the footprints, but there's only 7 of you. Where's the 8th?
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy Boy. There's 7 of us and we're all here.
He sizes you up.
Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy Boy? We ain't hiring.
He shakes his head.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
This person Glenn wants to hire, he really respects her. She? So there's an 8th Hardy, and it's a Hardy girl? Who might it be? Elizabeth? The gardener?
Definitely
Shut
not.
the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want, cop?
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy Boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. And
He points at the lieutenant.
you're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
Does she know anything about?
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you? I
You
am
the
not.
Hardy girl.
You could be, Liz. You could be anything. You could even be a model.
Even a mod? Glenn, I went to law school. I am an attorney.
It didn't like this, does it?
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante International.
He's right, you know. You're very pretty. Get a grip, Glenn. She went to law school.
So fucking what? Lots of models are actually really smart people, fuckwad.
No, Glenn, they aren't.
So we should talk about... I keep quick saving out of habit,
Looks
but
like
I'm just gonna...
the circus left town.
But I'm just
the
taking
clowns are still
whatever.
here.
I'm just taking whatever happens. Guess what?
Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 Kilos.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprints. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grâce?
Taps on his notebook, then turns to you.
No, the thunder is his. Leave it to the lieutenant.
You're right. There is no local drug trade, except you. Do the honor. You've earned it. Forget it. And you that never own up. Yeah. Do the honor. You've earned it.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course.
For the good of the community. This is disgusting. You're admitting to profiting off poisoning your own people. Good idea. People are always going to do it. At least this way you have some control over it. Yeah, keep telling yourself that. I know for a fact you're still... I know for a fact, because I do them all the time.
Boo fucking who. People will always be taking drugs. Might as well do it clean and organized.
Yeah, that's what the labor movement is all about. Clean and organized. And the Hardy Boys are running it.
Theoretically, of course. We're just talking politics here. My answer to your drug accusation is, how dare you? Go fuck yourself.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy boys here.
The 8th Hardy. The one who's missing. She's running the thing, right?
My answer is, fuck off. Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardy. I run this goddamn scene.
Finally, you got something out of him. This could prove useful in the future.
And here we go. Back to the usual.
The woman sighs.
I know! Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat he left 2 sets of footprints.
The little man raises his index finger excitedly.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know?
Uh-huh. Let's see. I've already failed this once. Let's see. We went through the nonsense with the gun. Oh. Can I succeed this time?
This time it's
No!
going to work. You already ruled out the first bad option that didn't.
Why? Oh. Gosh dang it. The only thing keeping this down from going to hell, and you are not though. Stop. I feel like if you stomp your foot, although maybe because it's within the choice, it won't affect. It's bullshit. Stomp your feet.
Stop shitting your pants. You don't need to know, alright? We took care of it. The law handled it, alright?
Yeah. Aren't you listening? It's done. Finito.
You're not the law. I'm the law. I guess we're both the law around here, if you start to think about it. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm not the law after all. To yourself. Maybe everyone's been lying to me. I'm
For
the
God's
law!
sake, stop shouting! Stop breaking things in my establishment! Stop provoking those oafs!
Sounds like someone's damn broke.
They're not going to give you anything, can't you see? I can't have a police interrogation in here. People are trying to eat.
Dang it, stupid area I've got. Shut up, barman. Doesn't concern you, cafeteria
Of
manager?
course it concerns me if you make this kind of...
Easy, babes. What is this? I can't have a slap fight in my bar. It's embarrassing.
We are deep, deep in forest territory. We need to cool off and re-engage later.
Everyone can see you picked some wrong options. Next time you have to come up with better things to say.
Oh, god damn it. Typically I go about 3 hours or so. It depends on how much I am struggling to figure things out. Before it's gone for about 5 hours. I am actually considering right now leaving it here. I haven't gotten anywhere in this session. But it is midday for me now. I've been going for about 3 hours. And I am not feeling all that well. I need to figure out... I think I need to look some things up to actually figure out what the hell I'm supposed to do, because I don't know where to go from here. I have things that I need to do for the next day. Things that I can't... Well, I can't get... Hasn't he already taken the... Yeah, I need to upgrade authority. I need more volition to get into that goddamn building. I need pain threshold to get through the door in the bookstore, unless I can get to it through that building. And I need more authority to get through that other check, but I don't know how things kind of interact to like when things close off for moving on, or how to level up without being able to do the things that I'm stuck on. So I need to look up some things, I think. Trying to remain spoiler free so that I'm not, you know, influenced in where the story goes for certain things, but also figuring out how to actually progress with things. So I think I will end it here. I also have no money, so like I don't know how to get enough money to pay for the night at the hotel again. Or if you can sleep on a bench or something like that. So the missions. Got exploring the passages, figuring out a lot of the ones that picked up from Tuesday require going over to the village that only opens on Wednesday. Need more authority for Titus. I do think that Kim had already sent the body away for processing because he didn't like it being in his truck. So how would I get the boots if he's already gone? And Kim has to be absent. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he said he's already sent the body for processing. And there's other pieces of the armor. I'm doing a sober run, so I don't want to do the booze or the smokes. Information about the tattoos. I feel like this is going to be in like a separate area altogether. I do want to find out this one and sing karaoke, but yeah, I'm gonna have to, I think, have a look into what to how to progress and find some more things, to get up some more experience and stuff. Do a little bit of research before the next stream, which will be next week. But yeah, I think I will leave it here. I think I need to eat because I am feeling kind of wiggly. So thank you to everyone who has followed the Twitch or subscribed to the YouTube this stream. Keep an eye on my Twitter at CocoLoCovers for my next schedule for next week. I think I'm going to be streaming 2 days a week from now on. I have a lot of work I have to do. I'm working on the audio for A Date with Death, and I am continuing to write and program with the in-between. So there is a lot. There's a lot that I have on my plate. So streaming, I think, only 2 days a week from now on. Thank you all for joining me though, and I hope to see you on the next one. We'll be continuing with Disco next week, and I have finished off the last things that I was playing, so I'll have to find something new. If there's anything that you would like to see played on the channel, there's a suggestion box on Twitch, or you can join my Discord, or message me on Twitter with your recommendations on what you would like to see. I have a few options, but we'll see where it goes. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.